Yeah, so this is the current status of the game. Haven't made any changes to it since the last peer review, but yeah, we're gonna go out, have other people try it out, and see what they think. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on it and see how we can improve it.
So like after playing it, like do you have any like tips on how to improve the game? What you liked about it? What you think could be done better, basically?
Um, I I would say add music.
Add music.
Maybe make the sharks a different color for just
Okay.
I don't know, just creativity.
Yeah.
And what else would I add? Oh, maybe put sound effects too.
Alright, I took his advice, and not only did I make the sharks change color, but I also made them change sizes, so that should be okay, never mind, that's too big. You know, speaking of color, I just realized that I can actually do something really similar with the background, so as the game progresses, it just gradually becomes darker and darker. And there's that, and yeah, so when the game ends, it resets back to daytime, pretty much.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a bit like asteroids. We have to avoid the
Yeah. So see, there's a second one.
splits.
Okay.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. So you have to avoid contact with it. So
What's the high score?
well, there's no like end to the game, but it's pretty much seeing how long you last before like your whole screen pretty much fills up.
Credit goes to the guy that composed the Jaws theme. John Williams, you mean?
Alright, this part of the video isn't even that relevant, but I should probably give John Williams the credit he deserves, so give me 1 sec. Alright, so that's that.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
tough. How many sharks? What was the highest amount of sharks that somebody's got?
I mean, I've gone up to like 6, but after that, I was like, it was really hard.
Yeah, so after thinking about what he said, I know that I said I didn't want my game to end, and I do plan to keep it that way, but he did have a good point about having a high score, actually. I think it's a good idea to know how many sharks you lasted up to, so like, right now it's 2 sharks, so if I go ahead and die right now, the high score should reset. Yep, there we go. So for this part, I ended up creating a new block that pretty much says that if your new score is higher than your old score, that's your new high score, basically.
Oh my gosh. That's rough.
Yeah. So anything else you noticed? Any other problems that might be with the game?
I'd say just the fact that the fish does not move as fast as the mouse,
Okay.
and the shark speeds up at random. Actually, the randomness of the shark is pretty.
Yeah, so make the shark rotate rotationally in the direction of the fish. Also, the fish should accelerate more rapidly
All right.
because it feels kind of awkward.
Fair enough.
Alright, so both of them said that I needed to increase the acceleration of the fish. So what I've done is I've increased the speed by changing the number of steps it moves as you control the mouse pretty much. So it is a lot faster, but at the same time it's also a lot harder because you have to avoid hitting the sharks at the same time. Okay, this glitch definitely needs fixing. So basically what happens is if the fish stays still, it kind of starts like glitching out. So I'm just gonna fix that real quick. Yeah, so I think the biggest issue I was having was trying to figure out a way for the sharks to point in the direction they're moving, which, if I'm being honest, I still haven't figured out, but I was able to make it so that they change the direction they're facing more often. And I think it adds actually more to like the sporadicness and the unpredictability of the shark, especially as the game progresses and more sharks come in because they're constantly turning and constantly moving. Yeah, so in terms of other things that I added to the game, I did add this game over screen. So if I like collide into one of the sharks, let's say like that happens, I am having a couple of issues with it. Like I'm trying to get it to play like a certain sound, but for some reason when you use the stop all block, it won't let you use specific sounds, but I'll show you in a bit what I had in mind. Yeah, so if I like try to use the sound that I've been trying to use and I like hit the shark, let's say, and it says game over, it'll do that, but like there'll be like this sort of delays, and I think that's the biggest issue I'm having. But overall, that pretty much sums up the status of my game and how far I've come since I started working on it pretty much.